anything like me, you just have some cravings sometimes and you really want some cinnamon rolls, but you don't want the not as good store-bought ones. So here's a hack for if you want them to be kind of homemade. I love puff pastry. This is a puff pastry and it gets nice and crispy in the oven. All you gotta do is take some butter and just kind of pour it on. And so with your butter, just take a fork, or if you have a brush, unlike me, you can spread it out evenly on the pastry. Similar to what you would do if you were making some homemade cinnamon rolls. And try to get all that butter off that fork. Then you take some cinnamon and some brown sugar. I went ahead and pre-mixed it and just pour it on.
Yum, look at all of that.
It is so good. I love anything that is cinnamon forward, so I always add just a little bit extra cinnamon to everything I make. Kind of makes me think of when I was a kid and I would eat cinnamon sugar toast. So good. Okay, once you get the amount of cinnamon and sugar that you want on here, and it's up to you how much you do, you then take any kind of fruit. So we're doing strawberries, and we're just gonna throw this on here. We just like to have a little bit of a fruity twist sometimes to our strawberry, or to our cinnamon rolls. Just mix it on, doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it on there. Get as much as you want. I didn't quite do all of them that we cut. And just spread it out somewhat evenly, doesn't have to be perfect. And that's everything that you put on this. Literally the quickest, easiest homemade cinnamon rolls ever. Once you're finished with it, you just gotta start rolling it up. I don't think you wanna do it too tight, just because these are puff pastries. They're gonna start to puff up in the oven a little bit, but you wanna get it tight enough. Take it nice and slow, you don't have to be in a rush. It's going to be a little bit of a stickier dough than what I would normally work with when I'm making cinnamon rolls, but still just feels so good. It makes me so excited. From there, you just got to divide it into the amount of cinnamon rolls you want. So I'm just going to quickly cut them. I'm not being super accurate. Usually I would be, but I'm in a rush because I so badly want to eat these, to be completely honest. I can smell that cinnamon, that sugar, the butter, a little bit of that strawberry fruity flavor in there already. Oh, so good. I'm going to make myself a cream cheese icing to go with it. It's going to be amazing. And I'm just going to take a pre-greased pan. Just place these on here. And all you gotta do is put this in the oven. All right, I just put the cinnamon rolls in the oven. They're gonna cook at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and make our icing. So I have some room temp cream cheese, some butter, some powdered sugar, and then I'm going to add some milk into it. Typically I would do this in the mixer. It's going to make it a lot quicker and easier. But for today's case, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it together in a bowl and whisk it together. So there's some butter. I typically will do about 3 tablespoons and about double that, 6 tablespoons of cream cheese with about a half a cup of my powdered sugar. I just add a little bit of milk. Not too much, also not too little. You can change it up as much as you need to make it as runny or as creamy as you want it to be. I'm also going to add just a little bit of vanilla to it. Just a touch. So once you have that, you just take your whisk, you just whisk it together. Look at how good these turned out. All of that cinnamon glaze at the bottom, that's gonna be so good with the strawberries. Put some cream cheese on here, just slap it on. Look at that. Can you taste the cinnamon roll underneath it? Maybe not, but that's okay with me. When you need a quick and easy cinnamon roll, this is the way to go.